my name is Keizo Shimamoto, and today we are at Ramen.co talking about the Ramen Burger. The Ramen Burger is sort of your basic hamburger, but with a Japanese-American twist, and instead of the bun, I use a ramen noodle bun. The texture is a lot more squishy than a normal bread bun, and when you bite into it, the noodles actually sort of split apart, so you kind of get the bun feel, but also a ramen noodle feel inside your mouth. I studied ramen for 4 years in Tokyo, and I've also traveled all around Japan eating bowls of ramen. And I came across a ramen burger type thing in Japan, but instead of the hamburger meat, they used pork belly and sort of like a chashu, so it was like a bowl of ramen put into a burger. But they also had these buns that didn't really stick together well, and when I did try them at these different festivals, I would bite into it and the burger would fall apart in my hand. So, you know, I really, like during my 4 years in Japan, just on the side while studying the different types of ramen, I messed around and created my own type of bun, and over the years, I got it to stick a lot better. I think when I first saw the idea, being Japanese American growing up in Los Angeles, you know, instantly I thought, why is there pork in there? There should be a hamburger patty. So I always had that in the back of my head even when I was trying to create the bun. I never really expected to create the ramen burger while I was studying. So on my free time, I would just test it. I didn't put that much attention into it at the time, but slowly over the years, I realized that, wow, I could be onto something. I think when I got to New York and, you know, I really wanted to perfect the idea of it, it was basically just finding the right noodle and then getting it into that form of the bun. Definitely I wanted to make it not too thin and not too thick, because when you do bite into it, you still want the texture to really feel like you're biting into a bun, but also at the same time, you're biting into a noodle. Right now, some people will say the ramen burger looks sort of small, but it was intentionally made that size because when I was experimenting with the bun sizes, you'll see a lot of these copycats where they have this really thick bun. I knew that I needed to make a thinner bun because a thick bun is just too much noodles in your mouth, too much, if you had a really big bread bun with too much bread. And then after that, it was just finding the right meat and then finding the right flavors. When I first created it, I did sort of a double cheeseburger. And although it was good, it just didn't satisfy that Japanese-American part of it. So I wanted to make it have more Japanese influence. So I created a secret shoyu sauce that tastes like a shoyu tare for a ramen. I think that balance sort of came naturally. You know, I love the shoyu flavored ramen, and as I was trying to come up with the sauce, I also love the flavor of American burgers. So just being able to know what those two flavors are and combine it as I was creating it, I think that's how it became Japanese American. A lot of trial and error, I guess. When I first bit into it and I gave my close friends it, everyone was excited. So it was sort of a mini explosion within my circle of friends. We're all pumped up, oh, this could work, you know? So when I did put on my blog and then it started going viral, it was, I wouldn't say expected, but you know, I knew that hype could be there, the excitement could be there. I think it was a new creation, or new in people's minds. Ramen was really gaining popularity in the States, and hamburgers have just been popular forever. So when those two came together, you have a new exciting thing versus an old exciting thing, and just double excitement.